Hi everyone, Steve Gonzer, physical therapist and chief analyst here at RunSmartOnline.com. And this whole article and what I put together on the website is about putting the fire out. And this is super important for anyone that's injured, because this is something I go through with my patients every single week, right? So they want to know, like, why am I hurt? And we go through a litany of things. Maybe it's their shoes, maybe it's some weakness or some imbalance somewhere. Let's take the knee, for example. Your knee's sore, your knee's beat up, it could be the ankle, it could be the hip. Now, what you need to realize is that the site that is beat up is usually not the problem. So if your knee is sore, the knee is not usually, not always, but not usually having a problem. Usually what's happening is something above and below that spot is not working properly. Usually it's the hips, or there might be a muscle imbalance somewhere. And because, let's say, the hip isn't working properly, the knee is getting driven into range that it's not really supposed to be in. So you get this knee irritation, and everyone's like, okay, well, you said it's my hip is weak, so let's fix the hip strength. And we fix the hip strength, and they wonder why am I still in pain? Now, this is super common, and this is what this article is about putting the fire out. So you can fix the reason why you're hurt, but if you don't give your body the opportunity to heal the damage, you're not going to see the improvements you want. And this is tough because so many of us and so many running injuries develop over time, right? So they're usually like, I can run on it. It's not that bad. I can keep running. And what happens is you break the tissue down over months and months and months. And over that time, there's millions of repetitions, millions of small hits and damages to that injury site. So just know and be patient in your recovery, because I know firsthand, and I know from my patients, that you can fix the reason why you are hurt, but if you don't put the fire out, which is that inflammation, which is that breakdown in the injured site, you're not going to get better. Now let's talk about a couple things you can do to put the fire out quickly. The key thing is grandma's rule is in effect, meaning you should be keeping all of your activities symptom-free. If it hurts to walk, jump on a bike. Don't go for a walk every night if it hurts to walk. Generally what you want to do is you want to find those offloaded stances that use the joint or use the injury but not abuse it. So find what you can do to keep it pain-free. The other thing to start looking at is heat versus ice. You know, if you're going to try to figure one of them out, the general rule is early on you want to use ice. But when you have these injuries that build over time, it can be tough to decide. Couple guidelines: if you have burning, if you have sharp pain, if it feels irritated, if it's warm, that is an ice situation. But for these people out here, and many of my patients that are, walking around, it hurts when I run, it doesn't hurt to do much else, this is usually a heat situation. And what the heat does is going to help bring more blood to the area, especially when you're not doing much. So if you're on the TV, if you're watching TV, if you're getting ready for bed, reading a book, put some heat on your injury, because it'll help bring blood flow to the area even though you're not active. Key thing again, keep things symptom-free. Put the fire out. So crucial if you're looking to get over your injury.